You're quite adventurous, I've realized. What's the most adventurous thing you've done?
One of the most adventurous I've done zip lining.
How old were
Just
you?
now, 2 years back.
2 years back, you were 83 years old and you did
Yeah.
zipline. Where do you get the motivation to do all this?
But it's in me, that's all. Pakistan has such beauty, I can't tell you. Looking at that, I said, how can people go anywhere else when you have such beauty? I was born on the 15th of April. And somehow the other, over the years, I've experienced that somebody very close to me dies. I knew that my husband would die on my birthday. And you won't believe he died exactly on 15th of April. In my personal opinion, what is the cause of all this happening in the world?
I think it's not controlling your emotions.
No, it's a religion.
It's religion.
I always say that religion is the cause of the destruction of this world.
What do you think? It's emotional cheating is far worse than physical cheating?
Because if they are not happy emotionally or sexually with each other, if they are not happy, this is bound to happen.
So do you think cheating is somehow justified?
My regular routine, which I've been doing since last 50 years. First thing in the morning, when you get up, you can go to the bathroom to do your
Business.
routine, but don't gargle your teeth, don't brush your teeth, go straight to the kitchen, 4 glasses of lukewarm water on empty stomach. Try that. It's the Japanese method. It'll keep you slim. The moment you drink that, lukewarm, 5 minutes straight to the bathroom and all your toxins come out. Then my routine is, I go for a walk, 20 minutes walk, come home, 1 hour exercise. Starting with stretching, yoga, Pilates, and 10 minutes of Shavasana, because yoga mein jo hota hai nahi, relax. That is my, and then go and have breakfast.
So at what time do you wake up?
Normally about 6:37
6:30 every day?
every day.
Even on Sundays also?
Sunday actually, because the routine ho jata hai, even no matter, even if sometimes because first of all my cleaner comes, my driver cleaner, car cleaner comes at 7 o'clock, so I have to get up and open the door for him. And then once you get up, then I just go to there are garden mein, because I do my own gardening, as I told you.
Yes.
So, wo dekhti hu, and then I go for a walk, and then I come back, and this is my routine. And then I have my breakfast, and then I news dekhti hu, go to the kitchen. I am very fond of cooking too. Although my ayah does it, but I have to show her. And I make very good cheese and paneer and cakes, and I do all those things.
So you're quite busy throughout the day?
I make my own wine.
Yes, I know already. I was coming to that.
Yeah. And I learned this from a neighbor who was a chemist at Bliss and Company, very famous chemist. He was a Parsi. So he used to make wine in those days, literally like abhi to abhi bahut advanced ho gaya hai.
Yes.
So I was fond of it, so he showed me. And that's how I started making
Okay.
wine.
So do you sell it also?
Yes.
And what's actually the process
The
of
process is quite tedious. First of all, everything has to be sanitized from beginning till the end. If you jara bhi hoga, the wine will get bad. So first you get the fruit, make a juice. But I sometimes do a shortcut and make red wine from the Nestle's juice. So that is the safest. So you just ferment it directly. But you have to know the right quantity. Right sugar has to be added. First So there you don't need to, when things don't go bad, you put the tablet.
The preservatives. And
Preservative. So if I buy the fruit like grapes and all, or peach, and you can make wine from any. I even made wine from bananas.
Oh.
Comes out quite nice. So there you have to put, when you take out the juice, you put the preservative for 24 hours practically. And then you put the right amount of wine yeast in it. Right amount of sugar.
So to ferment it?
And then the fermentation, and there's a special cork. Because if you put it cork, the wine will just blow up. So the special cork, wo hota hai, so 1 week you ferment it. All the bubbles come out and plop, plop, plop. And then after a week when it stops, then again you put the preservative, and then automatically it will settle down, all that. That takes about another 2 to 3 weeks. Let it be.
So it's a month process to get good
Yeah, about.
wine.
And then you get special gel, special substance which you don't get. You put that to make it absolutely clear. It's like clear. So wo bhi dusra at least 2-3 weeks. And then, but all this, when you do it, you must sterilize the bottles,
Yes.
the spoons, or whatever goes
It has to be pure.
sterilized properly with a special treatment, with that solution. And then you sterilize the bottles. You pump it out, you sterilize that, and then cork it. I have the corking machine.
You're quite adventurous, I've realized. What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
One of the most adventurous I've done zip lining
Zip lining. Where?
in Turkey.
How old were you?
Just now, 2 years back.
2 years back, you were 83 years old and you did
Yeah.
zip line.
And I went on the balloon,
Hot air one.
in Turkey.
How do you get this?
And then in Hunza, I crossed that bridge, that terrible bridge.
Yes.
I crossed that. I've got pictures of that, but I didn't bring it. Didn't think you would.
Where do you get the motivation to do all this?
But it's in me, that's all. Went to the China border with my friend. After my husband passed, then I started traveling, going to Turkey with my friends. Shabina Mustafa, have you heard of her?
Yes.
She's my traveling companion. Abhi to itna nahi jate hai. So together we started with Hunza, Swat. Beautiful. I think Karachi, Pakistan has such beauty, I can't tell you. The people. So that was, looking at that, I said, how can people go anywhere else when you have such beauty? The people. Then the next year we went to Chitral. And I danced with those tribes.
Chitrali dance.
Kalash tribe.
Yeah.
I've got that also, picture. I danced with, we happened to be at the festival.
You're lucky.
Yeah. So then, and then Chitral, we stayed with the family, the Sprints. They were a very nice place. But I preferred Hunza, Swat to Chitral. Then we went to Turkey together. So then where else did we go? We went to many, so we traveling, went to Italy together. We used to go, America साथ में जाते थे. In between we lost touch. So going back, then she got the apartment in Greenlace Bank, and वहाँ पर, and as I said, educated family, तो वहाँ पर उसके आया का छोटा, तो बोला भाई जी जरा उसको कुछ पढ़ा दो, तो बोला अच्छा ठीक है. तो she started, तो फिर दूसरी आया ने बताया कि प्लीज़ हमारा बच्चे को भी सिखा दो,
सबको पढ़ा दो.
तो 1 से 3, 4, 5 हो गए. फिर उसकी वो वहाँ पर जो आया करती है कि हमें भी, तभी क्या करें, तो वहाँ ईच अपार्टमेंट गेट्स अ गराज. तो उसने बोला अच्छा चलो, तो वो गराज को सफ़ा किया, वहाँ से
ट्यूशन टाइप बना दिया.
ट्यूशन वो मुफ्त था, नो चार्जेस, नो मनी. तो उसने वो 10, 15, 20, 25 हो गए. फिर वॉलंटियर्स आए, ऑल वॉलंटियर्स केम, पीपल स्टार्टेड फंडिंग, किसी को बुक चाहिए, खाना, तो इतने सारे हो गए, तो क्या करें. सो देन शी गॉट अ प्रॉपर्टी, रेंटल प्रॉपर्टी इन, कौन सी कॉलोनी है ये, क्लिफ्टन में कौन सी फेमस कॉबली है? ना एन से स्टार्ट होती है क्या? नीलम कॉलोनी. हाँ, तो वहाँ पर उसने 2 मंजिल के ये दिए, बिल्डिंग दिए ऑन रेंट. सो नाउ शी हैज she's made her own property, 3-story building. Since then she's been running 2 shifts and nearly 700 children.
Wow.
Only fee is 100 because they get 100 rupees a month, and girls, boys, no question of religions, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikhs, all children studying together. Every Eid, every Christmas, every Diwali, the children are given clothes. The material is donated by factories. The children make their own clothes there.
What's the name of the organization?
Karachi School. Look it up. One of the most fantastic women I've come across. शबीना मुस्तफ़ा करके है. ये फेमस मुस्तफ़ा नहीं है, वो डॉन में जिसका कॉलम आता था.
हाँ.
विश्व ऑल्सो, उसका नाम क्या है? शबीन था. Anyway.
If you've seen life, what would you say if I ask you what's life?
In my personal opinion, life is no good if you don't help others. I get satisfaction from there. Money तो आता जाता रहता है. You have to be good to people. That's life. You don't think of yourself. If you are so selfish, then what happiness you're getting? Happiness you get helping. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but for me, my servant, I treat my servant as my daughter. If my आदमी काम कर रहा है, I treat him like my son. I had a driver who came just by chance, and he was a Hindu. He was my son. He was my everything. He was so nice, I can't tell you. So his wife used to say कि भाई जी वो तो आपका है, हमारा तो है ही नहीं. But because he also devoted his life to helping me, and even I feel just helping the poor and is my satisfaction. And not only poor, but somebody who needs help. अभी आपने किसी ने फ़ोन किया तो I will leave everything and that's for me life. And enjoying, yes. Basically, I love to laugh and I love to make others laugh. You see, that's the time. I'm very bold. Bold to the extent that when my son was 22 years old, he went to America to study after he finished here. So then he used to come and go and no problem for traveling. So once he came when he was 22 years old. So I said, Daraz, I want to ask you a question. Do you have any girlfriend? So he said, नहीं अभी तो कुछ नहीं. I said, you're 22 years old, girlfriend नहीं है? So I told him, I said, listen, if you're gay, tell me, huh? I don't mind. He said, Mom, you're mad. See, that's the way. My granddaughter, I talk to her openly in Kenya when she's there. She's in Kampala. And we talk like we are best friends. My son and I talk like we are best friends.
What do you suggest that अब ऐसा नहीं है?
हाँ.
Because जो हमारा generation है, हमारी generation है या हमसे जो छोटे लोग हैं, they are under immense stress, pressure to be something or someone in life. They have to, or they want to achieve each and everything. And this is a main or a huge problem because it affects the health also.
Of course.
You're 85 or 86 years old, but I also know people who don't live up to 50 years old, or those who get heart attack at the age of 30.
I got a heart attack 10 years back.
Okay. But you were 75, no?
Yeah.
I know someone who got a heart attack at the age of 25. Why do you think teenagers or young generation is like this or that?
Because they are put under so much stress by their parents first. Because every parent wants their son or daughter to be a doctor, and say they are put under pressure, and they themselves put themselves in pressure because today everything is material things. If they don't make enough money, they will not get a Mercedes. They cannot build a house. Those are small things. In the end, like Mr. Adesha Kavaji said, in the end, all you need is a 4x8 land.
Of course.
वही है बस thinking money. There are other things in life also.
But don't you think money is also important?
It is important to live. But don't make it so much that it costs you your life. What is more important, your health or the money? As I said, as I started, I didn't even have 100 rupees. But use your brains, your hard work, and that will take you somewhere. And if you're smart enough, you can. And if you're lucky enough, you have to be lucky too.
Do you also think discipline is very important?
I'm so disciplined that if somebody tells me 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's how, because when you start working and then you make an appointment, it has to be that. यहाँ तो आप किसी को appointment दो 10 बजे का 12 बजे के पहले तो कोई आता ही नहीं है. I see it in my work. आपको बुलाते हैं shoot पे 8 बजे बुलाते हैं. They don't start till 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
People have no concept of time. For me, time is very, very important. Yet that time will never come back. You're wasting my time. Time is most important. I can do so many things.
What do you feel about loss?
I was born on the 15th of April. And somehow the other, over the years, I've experienced that somebody very close to me dies. It's just natural. I know that somebody close, because it has been happening for a long time. And somehow in my heart, I knew that my husband would die on my birthday. And you won't believe he died exactly on 15th of April. 2007, 2018. He was in the hospital for two months. I used to visit him, and so just as I left, it was my birthday. So when I just reached my gate, I got a call that he passed away. So I said, see, my intuition, I have some sort of an intuition. He died on my birthday, and the funeral was next day. And everybody, of course, paid condolence. Sad, how sad, how sad. So I wrote a very nice urology on this. I said, please don't be sad. My husband lived a full life. He was 95. He loved good food. He loved pretty girls. He loved all my friends, pretty girls were his friends. And I never minded. And I've got pictures with them, and he used to hug them and kiss them. I never minded, because I know it was his way of, and they loved him. So he loved pretty girls, he loved pretty food, good food. He had a full life. Don't be sorry. I'm glad he's in a better place. He's out of all this misery. And he's, in a way, it was his gift to me. That finally I'm relieving you of all the duties, all the care that you have taken care of. This is my gift to you.
That's beautiful.
And then after he died, after 10 days of prayers, I went to America to my sister. People were shocked. At that time. But then they also realized, and I realized, why would I wait for others' opinions? They have nothing to do. They never raised me.
But people do have an opinion on everything.
Yeah, they do. But whether you have, they will say, आपके मुंह पे क्या बोलेंगे, पीछे क्या बोलेंगे.
How do you avoid them? Because of all the opinions, because people, एक बहुत ही मशहूर वो phrase बन गया अब तो. I want to know that आपके time पे भी ये था, when you were young, that लोग क्या कहेंगे.
Exactly. But it never bothered me. It never, because no matter what, you can't make everybody happy. You are your own person, your own. उसने तो आपको नहीं पाला पोसा नहीं. You don't owe them anything. That's my way of thinking. And I'm still going through that. I still have some people who I think are good on my face, and I just cut off with them.
Do you think you have to be selfish at some point?
I don't feel selfish. Why should I make myself more miserable? If they have a bad opinion of me, it's best that I cut them off. Right?
Yes.
मेरे मुंह पे अच्छे होते हैं, मेरे पीछे क्या बोलते हैं. And they've always in life people like that. Very few are your very loyal friends who will take you on your bad or good. And I'm a very blunt person. My problem is that. If there is anything, I will tell you on your face. That what you're doing is wrong.
That's good, actually. Because you're not
like
fake.
two sisters, they don't talk to each other. Or in my friends and all that, दो बहनें लड़ाई करते हैं, but eventually I know that they will get together. तो बाद में हम ही बुरे होंगे नहीं. So I tell them to get together. अभी life is very short. You are sisters. वो भी नहीं मानते, फिर भी नहीं मानते. But one day you turn around and say, yeah, they अभी तो बात कर रहे हैं. But it's better that you tell them instead of saying, oh नहीं इससे नहीं बात करो, ये ठीक नहीं है ठीक.
Is it okay to lie to someone who you love just to prevent something from someone?
That's a good question, but still I wouldn't lie. You get hurt. You may regret. In the end, truth prevails, no? Better than lying.
But वो भी तो कहते हैं कि वो झूठ नहीं होता जो किसी का घर बचाए. या it's not a lie if something good is happening. White lies.
I was just going to say white lie. Yeah. You're trying to avoid it. You're not lying it. You're avoiding the issue by deviating it. Not lying. That's not a lie. Lie is a blatant lie. You say, this is white and also this is black. That's a lie. But you're lying to avoid a situation, a white lie, to make it a better situation, but not at the same time lying.
I was researching a bit, and this research showed that from 1950s, this data was from 1950s and from 2000s and till now. And it showed that how cheating has gone up higher, जैसे कि years. Yes. What do you think? If it's more out there now, or it used to happen before also?
Before also. As a young child, I've seen so much. At that time, हम लोग मजाक करते थे. Living in that, I used to know that this one's wife was having an affair with this husband, but उस ज़माने में हम लोग मजाक में उड़ा देते थे. But it was always there. Always there. Don't think it's in 50s, 60s. बहुत common था उस ज़माने में. हम लोग पारसी छोटी community, फिर I used to see that.
Yeah, so what do you think is far worse than the cheating on your wife as a physically or emotionally, that you have a different connection with someone else?
It's both I think. It's both is equally same. But I think more mentally, you are torturing. Yeah. If he does that in front of his wife, it's both.
In today's world, cheating is common and somewhat also people do celebrate it also. If someone is cheating on someone, they will say, okay, हाँ तो सही है, I don't want to be with this person or with someone. The concept of loyalty is fading away slightly, which I think and which I have observed.
But there has to be reason for a person to do that.
But my question is that if there's a reason, then you should talk to a person first.
To the person you're
not happy with.
You are married to, right?
Yes.
For example.
Yes, married to, or you're in a relationship if you're a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Exactly. You must have a
talk rather than cheating on them.
Yeah.
The thing which is happening.
Because the person, wife, whether it's a woman or a man, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They want to have pleasure from both sides. Probably he thinks that physically he's attracted also to another person. He's more manly, that he's got 2 girls, 2 women after him. At the same time, it's the same goes with the woman. that see, I'm so good that even my husband likes me and even my friend likes me. So the core point, the core reason is this.
Taking your words forward, I also realize that in today's world, we all want attention with different entities or different identities or individuals. I do realize that it's all the game of attention.
Yes.
How much we crave attention.
Yes.
And that's something which is very harmful.
Because if they are not happy emotionally or sexually with each other, if they are not happy, this is bound to happen.
So do you think cheating is somehow justified?
No.
No.
No. They have to talk it out. If they think there's a reason, then either you finish that relationship or you speak to a professional advice, talk to your therapist, both of them should go and see how to rectify this. In spite of that, if it continues, best way is to separate.
But don't you think, like in recent times, divorce rates are also been high?
Yeah.
And I think divorce with the couple who are divorced, is this whole situation is a mess, because if you have a child, then it
Yes, very true.
has to.
Yeah, yes. But then you see, it is also like in your religion, you say 3 words and you get a divorce. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Like, see, so there is no in between or any space to improve. If your religion says that, and then it makes it so easier for the man to divorce.
Yeah.
But in our religion originally, abhi wo change hua role, that it had to be 4 years separation.
Okay.
If you can't make up in 4 years, then the court, you have to go to court, and the judge will decide. Abhi usko 3 saal kiya.
Okay, so the whole concept of 3 words is very misinterpreted, because the thing is that it's not advised to say 3 words instantly, you know.
Yes.
So you have to take breaks. It's more advised that if you do it, if you want to give divorce to someone, then अगर आपने 3 बार तलाक बोलना ही है किसी को, just say it with caps. So if you say that, okay, मुझे आपसे तलाक करना है, then you have to stop it and you have to think about it again.
But then people, because
People
they
don't
come
do
into
it.
because they come into that state of mind.
Yes, that's the thing.
कि बस अब एक छुटकारा हुआ है.
So you have to control yourself at some
But
point.
नहीं करता है नहीं, because he's so confused with this other person he's involved with. He's बोला चलो ये छुटकारा हो गया. The main reason is this.
True.
In my personal opinion, what is the cause of all this happening in the world? What is the main cause, basis? Tell me. I'm asking you.
I think it's not controlling your emotions.
No, it's a religion.
It's religion.
Anywhere in the world you see religion. Hindu Muslims, Shia Sunni, Protestants, Catholics,
Jews and Muslims.
Anywhere in the world. Religion, look at China, the atheists.
Yeah.
Look at Russia, abhi wo zara ho gaya.
Look at Israel.
Yeah. I always say that religion is the cause of the destruction of this world.
Or maybe, I think, people not accepting that they're not right.
But why? Because it's the religion comes in.
Because every religion tells
Their own.
that they're the one.
Yeah, they are the best.
Yeah. And no one else is the best.
हमारा क्यों कहे? Because you know why the Parsis and the Zoroastrians are not a threat in Muslim countries?
Why?
Because we don't allow conversion.
Oh, of course.
Right? So they're not bothered नहीं कि अभी वो तो convert नहीं करेंगे तो उसको रहने दो बस ठीक है हमारे लिए तो वो किसी को पारसीस तो नहीं बनाएंगे अगर आप आज हम दरवाज़ा खोलेंगे the half of population will count. And why one of the main reasons why this also made it a law, Because if today they open this law, if we allow, suppose that Juman, the Parsi, and Juman decides कि नहीं, we can allow anybody to convert to. तो हमारे इतने private funds है, endowment funds and all, they'll be vanished in 1 week's time.
But don't you think it's receding Parsi community itself?
Yeah, but that is, they will say it will not. ठीक है, यहाँ से वहाँ जाएंगे. अभी there are more Parsis in America, but
in Canada also.
Canada, Australia, अभी all over the world, right?
And they are converting there. वहाँ पे तो convert हो सकते हैं.
Convert करते हैं, मगर because they are so well off there, you know, they can take care of themselves. The government takes care of themselves, and they are being accepted because the people who marry, they marry into good families, well educated. समझ में आया नहीं? And you hardly see any divorce rates there also. Even they marry outside, they're happily married.
What do you think कि क्या एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपको लाइफ ने सिखाई है?
Don't make friends with, first of all, who think they are your enemies. Avoid them. Stay away from them. Who you feel are going to be more harmful than.
You have to trust your instinct.
Yes. वो मुझे एक चीज़ वो सिखाया है. And you try to help somebody and then he stabs you at the back. So stay away from those people.
I think that's also because at this point in life, people who are very afraid of, getting damaged. People are afraid कि कोई धोखा दे देगा.
Yeah.
कोई पीछे से backstab कर देगा.
Yeah, and it has happened. It has happened in my life also, in my work place. They're jealous. For some reason or the other. Who you think, when I was working and I thought they were my friends in the industry and all that, but then later on, through a third source, that I come to know, but ये तो आपके लिए ये कर रहा था, then you realize, like from bottom I came to top in my life, working slowly up. And then in my own community, they started becoming jealous. So they went against me in the airline industry. How can she become a manager or hum log ke reh gaye? So for some reason or other they would put. So then you realize who are your true friends and who you can trust.
Do you watch memes?
What?
Memes. So these are comedy snippets, chote.
I love anything which is funny. वो मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं because I make jokes. I used to tell on the stage. I used to like क्या बोलते हैं, stand up comedy भी करती थी.
अच्छा.
Practically.
You did stand up comedy?
Yeah, one of the क्या बोलते हैं वो बार होते हैं नहीं वहाँ होते हैं जाके.
Open mic में या you used to do the shows on stuff?
No, open mic में ऐसे ही जाके.
What was the topic of yours?
कोई भी नहीं, ऐसा जो भी आता था.
Tell me one of your jokes.
मेरे तो इतने jokes कि you'll get.
Tell me one. If you remember. You don't?
बहुत jokes थे.
You used to write jokes?
No. But because this brother-in-law and we used to win competition.
Oh.
वो एक बोलेगा तो वो that punchline, तो फिर इसका मुझे याद आता, वो बोलेगा उसका मुझे याद आता था.
That's actually very exciting. I think हमने 4 घंटे बात की है अभी almost, और मैं अभी भी आपको पूरा नहीं जान पाया हूँ because you have so much to tell. That's actually great. But do you think social media is destroying real world connections?
Yes. There's something, every day कुछ न कुछ आता है. I forgot, we used to write instead of we used to do that. Now everything is, you don't even, बहुत सारे आते हैं.
पहले चिट्ठी लिखने का ज़माना था, अब DMs लिखने का ज़माना है.
हाँ, वही नहीं, फ़ोन पे बात करते थे. सेट नहीं कि एक फ़ोन के लिए हम लोग नीचे भेजे आती थी और फ़ोन करते थे. रेडियो के लिए मेरे घर पे आते थे. But later on when this VCR thing came, and all these little comedies used to come, every month at KPI there used to be senior evening. For seniors only. So I used to put up these shows. वो सब मैं collect करती थी, all these little clips, comedies and all. वो बड़ा सा स्क्रीन लगाया और 1 घंटे वो सीनियर्स को वो मूवी दिखाती. इस ज़माने में ये व्हाट्सएप या सब कुछ नहीं था. So people enjoyed it. All these comedies, little comedies, clips and all. So this was my contribution.
That's good.
Yeah. So but then afterwards, then people started, so we stopped that.
So afterwards, people stopped coming, or?
No, because they stopped doing this because कुछ ऐसा I think we did a couple of little comedies on stage, 2-3 people. I did that also. We did in 1992. There were a lot of shows. My daughter-in-law was very, very popular. Her name was Zarin Shroff at that time. She married my son, Zarin. So she did all these shows, literally, dancing and music and all, even in Rex Cinema and Beach Luxury and Metropole, all for charity. Very talented. Even for her, and I've got the tape, but one of those clips, even for her wedding, they had one day theme, all white. Everybody had to come. वो 4 दिन की होते नहीं. So one day she herself पूरा Metropole को change किया था अंदर का वो setting betting and everything. Everybody had to be in white.
Wow.
So she got up on and she used to write music, script herself, sing songs and all.
And all this is for charity?
No, this is during her wedding time.
Okay.
I'm talking about her wedding time. So
Okay.
I'm just giving you one example.
Okay.
And she used to run classes, dancing classes for the young girls and boys, teaching dancing. So for her wedding, she went all out. At this, and throughout the 4 days, all her pupils danced for her, did shows and all to entertain the guests. So on this all-white show, where everybody had to wear, so she got up in the middle of the crowd. They were all having. She got up on the table and sang a song for her husband to be my son.
Wow.
The song was. She wrote it in Gujarati, the words, but the song was in those days. आप जैसा कोई नहीं जिंदगी में नहीं
आप जैसा कोई मेरी जिंदगी में आया तो बात बन
नहीं वो एक था वो उसकी फ्रेंड ने बताया दूसरा था अभी आप देखेंगे
ओके आपके पास रिकॉर्डिंग है उसका
है पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग उसकी है and she got up wearing and the people went and the friends went crazy.
Wow. Straight out of movies, bhai. How did you deal with heartbreak back then?
One of the worst moments of my life. I suppose everybody goes through that. He was the love of my life and he goes away, and then in those days, as I said, communication was very bad. Then later on when we did meet again, 35 years later, this love was still there, but now don't, please, this is it.
Of course, I won't.
And we met again in America. My husband knew about it. And the reason was that when he went there, he said, and by chance that's how we met also. I was in America, he learned that I was there, so he just called me and we had common friend and I used to ask about him, and that said, since Zarin you're asking, he still thinks of you and he regrets what he did. So when after 35 years, when he came to know, so he called me and we met. So, but at that time we both thought it was not the right thing, but we continued. But the reason, as I said, was that he was only 22 or 20 when he went from here. So he said that he wrote me letters which I never got. I said I never got any single letter, but I think it was all censored by his mother, somehow or the other. So then, in the haste, he met this girl from college and got married. The day he got married, I thought the whole world
How
fell
were you
apart
feeling?
yet.
How were you feeling?
I felt so bad I can't tell you.
He got married before you.
Yeah, but I didn't even know when I got to know that he got married. And he didn't know that I knew. And he thought he sent me letters which I never got. But life is like that.
But eventually he somehow came back to Pakistan, no?
No, he
After
never
going,
came back to Pakistan.
he never came back.
He came back once, but I was already in America at that time. He came to meet his mother, but I was not here. But we met a couple of times.
What did you learn from it? The whole experience?
That your first love never goes. Your first love is always your first love.
That's true.
True?
That's actually very true.
True, no? No matter what happens.
Yes.
But then, of course, your marriage life and then your life change and your thinking changes and you have children and then... But then when hindsight of it is that he was also married, he had children, so he has to take care of them, and here I have my child. And so you're two of them. Maybe if we had got together again, I wouldn't... Later on, I think, thank God it happened, because we would never have been happy. My life is here independent, completely different. In America, I mean, some God for sake, I'll be married to him and I would have been miserable in a year's time.
But then the thing is that it's still, with time, you still remember the time you spend with the person and all the memories come back and...
Yes. Always. That never goes away.
So it's hard even after all these years.
Yes, absolutely. Very hard. Very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
So at this point when you got married, what do you think is a formula for a successful marriage? Compromise or compatibility?
Compromise also, and because there was such a big age difference also, I'll tell you honestly, very honestly, that I was a more earning member of the family, because my husband came from a very good, rich family, had enough. So he did do work, but not as much as I expected. So in between, I was happy mainly because of my child, and it was a happy marriage. But I was the bread earner of the family, and he was more like a housewife, which in today's time it is very common, where the wife is the earner and the husband is more like a wife. Correct me if I'm wrong. It happens in America all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I started realizing that, no, why should I be upset with him, angry with him? He's taking care of my son, my house. He was a very kind person. He treated me very well. He loved me he loved me so much that I can't tell you. And he was a housewife for me. So with that idea, I was very relaxed in my work. So I concentrated, I paid attention, and I was earning so much that I thought that was the best thing that could have happened.
Yes.
And not everybody would have the same thinking. Am I right?
Yes, true.
कि husband घर पे बैठा है और वही भी काम करेगी.
Because at this point, when you do an arranged marriage, or even, if you like someone and you want to get married, a girl...
I went against my parents, marrying my husband.
So a girl always realizes always wants the man should be the bread.
Yeah, no, which is wrong.
And it's also a norm of the society, no? Right? It's how we've been taught that society works. That man should be the one who should be breadwinner, and he should be the one who has to do the house, out of the house chores and stuff. And women should be the one who should be taking care of the children and the house and itself. So yes, it's not common.
You understand you respect that?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Yeah.
Because
in the beginning, I felt very bad because people were asking, "What is your husband doing?" To make sometimes now that is a white lie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's good.
But then afterwards I realized myself, my son, he used to take him to school, bring him back, help him in so many ways. And my son adored him. I never gave him that, okay, your father actually didn't work.
Actually, it's so nice because I'm imagining that, correct me if I'm wrong, the relationship between your son and your husband would have been wonderful.
He loved his...
Right. And nowadays what happens is usually son doesn't have a good relationship with his father. You know, mostly sons are very close to their mothers.
Yes, he's very close to me too.
Yeah.
We are more friends than again. I told you, the story.
Yeah. So after all this conversation, just give the feedback. Did you enjoy it? This is our camera for the master. So can you just see here and tell us your feedback of the whole experience you had?
It's been a real pleasure. As I said before, I love to talk and I can talk for hours and hours and people get tired. But I had a good time, in short. Because it brings back memories. And memory is the only thing that remains with you. And luckily, my long-term memory is still quite intact and good. It's the short one. If I go out, except for Danish, I won't remember your names though. Sorry, but again, can I ask your names? Danish, write it down for me because then...
Of course.
That's my problem. I say to myself that one day I'll forget my name. And I'm doing a little show, helping a friend. And she's written a script on her grandparents who are both Alzheimer's. So I'm acting as the grandmother with Alzheimer's. She doing her thesis for the Indus Valley and presenting it for her December finals.
Yeah, for the thesis.
Yeah, for the thesis. So I'm the Alzheimer patient in that.
Good luck with that, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.